Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and today I bring you guys my Roronoa Zoro deck profile 2024 post OP09 Emperors in the New World. If you don't know, Roronoa Zoro is an OP01 leader and one of the best red leaders we've ever received in this game, and he's a pretty powerful basic leader. He has the simple effect, one dot attached to him, during your turn, all characters you control gain 1,000 power. Meaning, just by putting one Dawn on your leader, every unit you play going forward will have an extra 1,000 power, which is a pretty solid effect. And it still holds up to this day. Roronoa Zoro, even though it is many sets from now, since he's gotten actual support for him, he is still a relevant and strong leader, just because of all the generic red support for other leaders that have come out that has kept him relevant to this day. So let's talk about it. So he's a Supernova and Straw Hat leader. That doesn't really come up too much, but it should be known that because he is Straw Hat, you can play Giambo Jamba in this deck if you want. You can play a whole bunch of interesting cards. So let's get straight into this. So first things first, we're playing 2 copies of Goldie Roger. This is our brand new card out of our lovely OP09 set. It's currently the only card I decided to play in this deck. This deck revolves around low-cost characters, and Goldie Roger, I know, is like a gigantic giant. He's the biggest character in the game. However, I felt like he was just a perfect 10-drop just to play by himself, because, yes, we don't really play around 10 drops, or our goal isn't really to get to 10 Dawn. However, if we do get to 10 Dawn, usually our opponent's at 0 life, and this is just a win condition. This is just a free win condition card that is just pretty solid. If you open it, it's solid. If you don't open it, it's fine. It has no counter, so it's not a big deal. But if you don't know, Goldie Roger cannot be blocked if you or your opponent has 0 life, because if they do block, then they instantly die, because he is a game-winning condition that if your opponent blocks his attack while he's on field, basically, if you or your opponent has 0 life, you instantly win the duel, which is a pretty funny concept. And the fact he's 1300 is terrifying. We're also playing 4 copies of our Kid and Killer. This card is a staple in red. He has no counter, but once you get your opponent down to 2 life, he uses a 4/7 swing, which just feels really nice. We're also playing 4 copies of Roronoa Zoro. He is searchable in the deck, and he's a staple. This is one of the best red cards for the longest time. And overall, it's just a fantastic card. That is it for our non-Tony Chopper cards. Let's actually get into the Tony Chopper cards. So first things first, we're playing 4 copies of Tony Chopper himself. This card's absolutely amazing. It's the whole heart and soul of the deck. This card has the ability on play or when attacking, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, then play 1 animal beast type with 4,000 less from your deck as rested, and then put the rest of the bottom of the deck in any order. This is a really powerful card. It allows you to flood the board really quickly. Roronoa Zoro's whole gimmick is that he floods the board with literally small dudes, then uses his leader effect to pump them up, and then he punches you really hard in the face. We're also playing 4 copies of this Tony Chopper. The only reason this deck is a little expensive, this Tony Chopper, I believe, is like 15 to 20 bucks. I had to double check, but this Tony Chopper is insane. He's a blocker that says, hey, he put 2 Dawn on him. And then when he attacks, he gives one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power, which feels really solid. We're also playing 4 copies of this Tony Chopper, which is also insane. This is a card that came out in OP04, and it basically says, hey, on play an animal type character with 3,000 or less from your hand. So you can go Chopper into this Chopper into another animal card and just proceed to pop off from there. So you just summon 2 bodies for free, which feels really good. We're also playing 4 copies of Hiking Bear. Hiking Bear is just a free 2K that has the ability that when you attach a Dawn to him once per turn during the main phase, up to one of your other animal type characters gains 1,000 power for the remainder of the turn, which feels pretty good. It's a free 2K, which feels nice. We're also playing 4 copies of Brook because it's a searchable 2K that has the ability to give 2 rested Dawn to a leader or character. So he's basically a free card. You play him, give 2 rested Dawn to the leader or a different character, and then you proceed to go from there. For the last of our 2Ks, we're playing 4 copies of lovely Makino. We're only playing we're playing like, I think 12 1-cost characters. So Makino does come up, but usually we're just using it as a 2K, which feels pretty nice. Now for our 1-cost characters, we are playing 4 copies of Komochi. This card is a Wano card, which is pretty cool. It's just vanilla. Using our lovely card here, you can give it a 6,000 attack, which feels pretty nice. We're also playing 4 copies of Dr. Curluck. She's just a searcher for the deck. She searches Drum Island cards or Toy Chopper by looking at the top 4 cards of your deck, which feels really nice. So this card can search any of your Toy Choppers, which feels really good. Finally, we're also playing 4 copies of Nami, who looks at the top 5 cards of your deck to add any Straw Hat from your deck to hand, which is pretty insane. And then finally, of course, we're playing the best event for this deck. We're playing 4 copies of Just Shut Up and Come With Us. This event is absolutely stupid. It's a counter that says look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and then play an animal type card with 3 or less costs directly from the deck, which is absolutely insane. So on your opponent's attack, you can go this event into a Toy Chopper, this Toy Chopper into this Toy Chopper, this Toy Chopper into you, and just completely just spam the field with 3 bodies instantly, and then pressure the shit out of your opponent. And these cards stack, by the way. So let's say you have 2 Dawn up and the opponent swings, you can go 1-2 and just completely spam the floor with 5 characters on 1 turn, which is absolutely stupid. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you all enjoy. Don't think stupid. See you next one, and bye-bye.